It is with heavy hearts that we announce the passing of Ricky Hatton, the pride of Manchester, a fighter whose name became synonymous with determination, grit, and the roar of British boxing fans. Today, as friends, family, and fans gather to bid their final farewell, the world mourns not just a champion in the ring, but a man who embodied the very spirit of resilience. His funeral marks the end of an era, but also serves as a reminder of the unforgettable journey of a true boxing warrior. Ricky Hatton's story is one that begins not in the glittering arenas of Las Vegas, but in the humble streets of Stockport, England. Born on October 6, 1978, Ricky grew up in a working-class family where values of hard work and loyalty were instilled early on. From a young age, he had a fiery energy, a mischievous smile, and a love for football, but it was boxing that would soon capture his heart and shape his destiny. By the time he entered the ring as a teenager, Ricky's natural talent was clear. His relentless body shots and come-forward style echoed the old-school greats of the sport. Local trainers quickly saw in him the potential of a future star, but it was Ricky's own hunger that set him apart. He wasn't just fighting opponents. He was fighting to put Manchester on the boxing map, to give his community something to believe in. The rise of Ricky Hatton was nothing short of meteoric. By the early 2000s, he had already captured the hearts of British fight fans. His breakthrough moment came in 2005, when he faced the feared champion Kostya Tszyu in a packed Manchester arena. Few gave Ricky a chance, but what unfolded that night shocked the world. Hatton's relentless pressure, his thunderous body punches, and his refusal to back down forced Tszyu to quit on his stool. It was an upset for the ages, and instantly, Ricky Hatton became a household name. That victory didn't just win him titles. It won him the adoration of an entire nation. From there, Ricky's career soared. His loyal army of fans followed him across the globe, famously invading Las Vegas whenever their hero fought on American soil. They came dressed in Union Jack outfits, singing football-style chants that filled arenas with electricity. For many, Ricky wasn't just a boxer. He was a symbol of working-class pride, a man who represented their struggles and triumphs. One of his most defining moments came in December 2007, when Hatton stepped into the ring against the undefeated pound-for-pound king, Floyd Mayweather Jr. The hype was enormous. The entire boxing world tuned in to see whether the underdog from Manchester could dethrone the slick American superstar. Though Ricky gave everything he had, Mayweather's precision proved too much, handing Hatton his first professional loss. Still, the courage Hatton displayed only deepened the respect fans had for him. But Ricky wasn't finished. He came back strong, defeating Juan Lozcano and Paulie Malignaggi, showing the world that the fire still burned within him. However, his pursuit of greatness led him in 2009 to face another legend, Manny Pacquiao. That night ended brutally for Hatton, with a second-round knockout that shocked fans and marked the beginning of the end of his career. Outside the ring, Ricky Hatton's battles continued. The pressure of fame, combined with personal struggles, led him down dark paths. He faced mental health challenges, weight fluctuations, and well-documented battles with depression. At times, it seemed that the very man who had lifted others with his fighting spirit was losing his own fight outside the spotlight. Yet true to form, Hatton never hid his struggles. He spoke openly about his battles, becoming an advocate for mental health awareness and reminding the world that even champions are human. Ricky's attempt at a comeback in 2012 against Vyacheslav Senchenko was another moment that captured global attention. Although he fought bravely, the years had taken their toll, and the dream ended with the heartbreaking knockout. But even in defeat, Ricky Hatton's warrior spirit shone through. He had the courage to step back into the ring, to face his fears, and to show his fans once more that he would never give up without a fight. As we reflect on Ricky Hatton's legacy, it's clear that he was far more than just a boxer. He was a son of Manchester, a man whose fans loved him not only for his victories, but for his vulnerability, honesty, and loyalty. He wore his heart on his sleeve, both inside and outside the ring. He wasn't a perfect man, and that's exactly why people connected with him so deeply. His story is one of triumph and tragedy, of glory and struggle, and ultimately, of a fighter who gave everything he had to the sport he loved. Today, as the funeral procession moves through the streets of Manchester, thousands line up to pay their respects. Chants of "there's only one Ricky Hatton" echo once again, this time not in celebration of a fight, but in remembrance of a life that touched millions. From the packed arenas of Las Vegas to the pubs and clubs of Manchester, Ricky's spirit lives on. His legacy is cemented not only in championship belts and highlight reels, but in the way he inspired others to keep fighting, whether in the ring or in life. Ricky Hatton showed us that even when knocked down, you can always rise again. His journey, full of triumphs and hardships, will forever remain one of boxing's most human and heartfelt stories. As the world says goodbye, one truth remains. Ricky Hatton will never be forgotten. He was, and always will be, the people's champion,